Hi and welcome to Obinna TV updates. Remember to subscribe and also like this video and also share it to your family and friends. And today we have Oga Ditop in the building. He will be telling us what are the current live happenings that are happening in the political scene today. My name is Mwangi Ndumia. Karibu sana. How are you?
I'm very good.
Good morning.
Good morning.
You know it's late and we are sorry.
It's 2 a.m.
Yes.
Hey, hata mtu amechoka shwari.
Yes.
Si mkwange na huruma, mkwe na utu.
Kidogo tu.
Okay, niambie.
Today on Obinna TV updates,
yes,
we want to talk about the political things that are happening in the country currently. And as we start, we'll start with Boniface Mwangi's arrest. Boniface Mwangi was arrested, and then yesterday he was released, and today he has been charged on a 1 million shillings bond, where he was charged with he has munitions in his house and also live rounds. What can you say about that?
Well, there's a lot I can say that can also put me in problems. That's what I would say, because it has gotten to a point where a lot of things that are happening in the country is hard to believe. You get he was being charged with terrorism. So if you look at Boniface Mwangi, you're like, why would Boniface Mwangi want to be a terrorist? What's there for him to get? You know, and then you know what he has been vocal about, and we know the current temperature of things in the country, and you're just like, okay, this is the direction that things are going. They're like, okay. Then I also heard on radio, I think it was Get Radio, when I was coming here, I think it was lunchtime or 4 p.m. somewhere there, 3 somewhere, that he was found with some ammunition and 2 tear gas, empty tear gas canisters. I'm like, however, for the people who like picking up ammunition, bro, hata ukipata bullet kama moja, peleka police station, ama tusikue nayo. Hata upate cartridge ya gun, it's very dangerous. Cartridge ya bullet unapata tilishatoka that ka shell. Niliona venye watu walikuwa maandamano, kuna wale wanaziokota then umeikeep nini. Bro, that one thing can just ruin your whole life. Like now you see Boniface Mwangi, whatever they are saying they found, we don't know if they found them or they did not find them. And when they come and charge you and then they tell you need a bond or a cash bail of let's say 1 million shillings, unatoa wapi manze na hii economy? So just be careful with the things you handle, the things you touch, the things you do, you see, because now also I've seen what is happening. They're trying to round up a couple of people. There's an expose I was watching on WhatsApp yesterday that had been created by AI. They're trying to say that the people who are organizing the Mandamano, is these people financing it, whatever, and it is a rhetoric that's being set to paint the government in bad light, and it's a terrorist initiated thing, and it's being turned into something else. And you sit down and say, like myself, I said I was in the street twice. The first time I was there because of the finance bill, nobody called me. I went on my own volition and I was like, hey, this finance bill, no ma. And the second time I was there for police brutality, and I was like, hey, when Albert Ojwang was killed, I was like, no, stop killing us. Why are the police killing us? Let's hold accountable. I've never gone to the street again for any other reason. Now I'm going to, no. And if any other thing happens that I know I'm not at peace with it, and it's not right, and it's not within the constitution, you'll see me on the street. However, when you go like that, now they figure out and pick a few people. Maybe mine is coming, maybe not, I don't know. Maybe someone is just sitting somewhere and saying, oh, this Obinna guy and whatever. People are very malicious, and other people are very vindictive, and other people are very evil. Different people, different stroke for different folk. That's what I'll say. So the intention that I have is not. However, still in the Mandamano, truth of the matter is we still have people who have been paid to be there, and we have people who do it as a job, and we have people who go there for fun, kuna nini, twende. And then there are people who go there because of peer pressure. Ujaenda maze, twende. And then there are people who find themselves in the maandamano. Ameenda tuta au shughuli nini, maandamano, pia ako ndani, amesonga nayo. So different people go to maandamano for different purposes. But what I'll tell young people, be very careful where you go, what you do, the people you work with, the WhatsApp groups you're in. Some WhatsApp groups by this zitawapoteza because kuna nao pia wale, unajua, the bad people will also hide among ama in between good intentions and good people, and they come and water down the whole purpose of whatever you're trying to achieve. So be very careful. So for Boniface Mwangi, stay strong, man. Personally, I'm your guy, I'm your supporter, I'm your fan, I'm a friendly, and I do believe that you mean well for the country. The rest, mimi hizo sijui, hizo ni side show, hizo ni zenyu. Whatever is happening huko kando, sijui anasema nini, imefanya nini. But me, from what I know from Boniface Mwangi, I've sat down with him. I used to watch his family a lot when he just started Penda Familia. Actually, those were among the things that also pushed me to start my YouTube channel with my kids. The way he was very open with his kids and everything. I think he's a good father. I think he's a good husband. I think he's a good citizen. And he wants to hold people accountable. And he wants to follow the constitution. Starehe lost a gem. They could have gotten him as a member of parliament. Maybe you could have been talking different things. Or maybe not. I guess we'll never know.
Okay. The president has been on the spot because of making very critical comments lately. Like a week ago, he made an order, a shoot-to-leg order. And yesterday, he said that parents should take responsibility of taking care of their children because the police are not people who are deal with parenthood, but rather criminals. What do you say about that also?
I don't think I'm the right person to advise the president on what to say or what not to say. He's the president. And the fact that he's the president, there's a reason why he's there. However, I do feel, and I see as well, a lot of gaps in the communication systems in the government as a whole. And I do know that if a few things were structured better and they were communicated better, they would serve a better purpose. And it will not get people in the wrong time and rub people the wrong way. We just have to slow down and think some things through before we say them. I know everybody is a human being and people get emotions involved. But now, you know, when you get emotions involved, there are some things that we say. Personally, I've been a victim of that. When my emotions were triggered, I've said and done some things that later I sit down and say, why did I even say this? I could have just kept quiet. You see, and if that is done, the country would be in a better place. There's a lot of situations we've been in as countrymen because of statements that are made with leaders, and it has not been a good space, you know. So let's just be very aware of the things we say and how we say them, because, you know, what he actually said is true, but now the time and the tone and the timing is wrong. Because the police are not our parents. However, the police also have their kids and they are parenting their kids. However, the reason why the kids were doing what they were doing has nothing to do with their parents. When a comrade has been killed, as a kid and as a boy and as a teenager, whatever, I'll go to the street and go like, hey, you've killed one of us, next time it might be me. It has nothing to do with my parents. So that is why. So it has nothing. Apa to blame parents who say many. And even some of the kids, some of them, their parents told them not to go on the street. And they're on the street because they felt, hey, our comrade, this has happened. This is what we want. So what I think is, what should be done from the government side, they should just sit down and say, why is this happening? And that is the main thing that they're not tackling. They're tackling what? What is happening? Wameenda majenzi, wameenda town, tupa tear gas, leta water cannon, piga mtu risasi kwa mguu, one lege, nini. Oh, nini imefanyika? Nini. Awazizi, kwa nini inafanyika? Nini inafanyika? Oh, jenzis wamesema wanataka kuja sijui kufanya, sijui kuoccupy, nini, whatever. Oh, so what do we do? Weka fence, nini, whatever. But nobody sitting down and say, why? Why are we here? If we sit down, by the a lot of problems we have as a country now, if we just sit down and just look at why, will not be there. Trust you me. And I know they know. You know, sometimes people, these things I'm saying are not rocket science. People just choose to ignore. Even the way I'm talking right now, you'll even see in the comment sections, and people will still give me some stray bullets and go like, oh, you, this and this and this and that. But if we just sit down and just go and say, why? We'll find all the answers we need to find, and we'll adjust. But if we don't look at why, we'll always be tackling what, and it'll be reaction to reaction, reaction, action, reaction, like that, and we'll not find a solution sooner.
The youth have been very vocal, critiquing the Kenya Kwanza government right now. Yeah. And most of the people who don't understand why they are going for demonstrations are saying that is why the economy is deteriorating each day. What do you think about that?
All right. So truth of the matter is, when there is maandamano, it affects productivity. So that is a truth, that is a fact, that is factual. Because all the shops have been closed, roads have been closed, so there's no transport, there's no productivity, businesses and everything, which is not a good thing. But why is this happening? Back to what we just discussed before. When you look at why they're doing the maandamano, we'll find the solutions. If we don't look at why, we'll keep having the same and the same and the same. However, also another truth of the matter is, even before the Gen Z started with the maandamano, the economy is still deteriorating. Okay? If you look at the, what is it called? You look at the taxes. They're ridiculously high. They've introduced many other bunch of taxes. At the moment, you also have fuel has also spiked in the price, and that has nothing to do with the Gen Zs and whatever. If you look at production costs of many other things that we are consuming, you look at lack of job opportunities in the country. Basically, the way the system is set up at the moment, we are not in a very good place as a country. Majority of people are jobless. I meet a lot of jobless young people every day, including myself. I'm jobless. Me, I'm self-employed. Today, if something happens to Obinna show live and Obinna TV, I'm back kwa block, nimekapo naambia sema zerada tufanye aje. You see, and all of you guys, all 34 of you are back jobless, including you. Yeah. So, as it is, the system is already not working. The maandamano is a very small part in the whole thing, because if you look at the time we've done maandamano, if you put collectively, it's less than a month. If you want to count every day, it's less than a month. But the government has been in power for how long? You see, now if you compare vis-a-vis, the period has been there, and what is happening now, you see that let's not look for somewhere to put the blame on. However, when there's maandamano, productivity, by the time people recover, leo jenda job, ni Tuesday, nini, it's all still affecting, which is not a good thing. Yes.
Thank you so much for your time, and we really appreciate. We know that you are tired. Well, that's all that we had for you today, and let us know in the comment section, is maandamano to blame for the current economic situation? Remember to subscribe and also share to your friends and family. My name is Mwangi. Until next time, goodbye. God bless.